annoying, guys. I'm wearing a helmet. Anyways, we're right now, so I'm starting this a bit late. Usually I start on market open. It's right now 10 minutes into market open, and guys, it's looking, I'm not even too sure. I'm reckoning it's going to be shorts, but also longs, because our draws, I think, are better to the upside for longs, but also I feel like we're bearish on the higher time frame, continuing it. We have this draw right here, and then, I don't know, further down, but we've already taken out this draw and this draw. Well, we've made equal lows. So, I don't know what I am, but if I want to go shorts, I want to see, I get like some kind of fair value gap, made a decent retrace, because we've gone down a lot. We haven't taken out anything. So, I don't know really what I am. There's no news today. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Just USD news, and there's no GBP news till literally like a month later, more than a month later, which is kind of crazy. Right now going down like crazy, not gonna lie, but yeah. So I don't really know what to do. I'm thinking it's gonna be more late. I'm gonna have to enter late into market open, so it's gonna be like, I don't know, 7:50, 7:40, I don't know, something like that. But hoping to get an entry today. As we can see on how I've been trading this month, it's the most I've lost this whole entire, like if we go back October, November, this is them. I've lost them like the most amount of trading days, and yeah, this was gonna be a win. And yeah, I forgot to tell you guys, I actually traded not yesterday, 2 days ago. Ended up losing, and it went in my direction. This is the 15-minute, but we entered. We had our stop loss. Oh shit! What the fuck? No. Sorry guys, sorry. I need to charge my laptop. And we had a stop loss, like, I don't know, below here. No, we had it below here because of our risk. So what I've realized is I've lowered now my thing to 7,000 units, my position size, my lot size. So yeah, and I was like, I should have kept it below that liquidity, and we would have hit my take profit. It literally skyrocketed. That was our take profit right there. We would have hit it. I mean, our entry was right there. And yeah, it was a bit disappointing, but you know, is what it is. And then that's it. That's how we've been going. Trading's nice. I feel like I've been predicting where market's going. I feel like I'm getting my emotions like down. Like I'm really just locked in. I'm in like a good phase right now, and I'm gonna get out of this debt. Like as soon as I get to like 1,000, because my peak of here was 1,200. When I get to 1,500, I think on here, which is also proof I can get back from a drawdown, and that means I had good risk management. This account's been for like 8 months, you know, so you know, and I reckon once I get to 1,500, boom, that's when we do a paper funded. So we just do like a 50,000 funded. We just follow the rules of as a normal funded. Pass that on the paper, then bang, and that's all gonna happen next year. We're gonna get our first funding. I know it, bro. Like, we're gonna win this trade today, and we're gonna get out. But that's not what we're focusing. I don't even care about this debt. Like, I really don't give a shit. I'm okay with being in this debt for ages, as long as I can eventually just be able to be like, you know, do what I've been doing recently and be like, shit, market's gone that way, and like, you know, analyze it properly and stuff. We're mint, boys. We're nearly 15 minutes into market open, but yeah, we're mint, and I it's all gonna fall into place. I really just gotta trust the process. I gotta have so much faith in this shit. Gotta trust God, gotta trust Jesus, and like, to get to where I want to get, I need to have just so much trust. Like, I just need to do what I'm supposed to do every single day. A lot of days it's just lazy. That's the thing with discipline, and it's not that you half-ass it, but it's also just like sometimes, some days you just like out of your head while you're doing something. Like when I'm like reading, sometimes I read like an hour every day or something. Like some days I'm just like, no, don't even know what I read. Like today I read my last chapter. Now I do remember my last chapter, but some days I'll be like, what the fuck? What did I just read? And I can't really talk about it, and just a lot of things. But that doesn't matter, as long as I show up and do it, because the amount of shit you don't want to do it. Like, I did not want to read today. I usually don't want to read, but I'm using reading as an example here. You just do it. That's the cool thing about discipline. No matter what the shit happens, it's just is what it is. Okay, so getting back to trading. I don't know what I'm comfortable here doing because I reckon we might be able to get an equilibrium here, right here, which we already did, but no break of structure back to the upside. But I mean, if we fill in this gap, and the thing is with this, I don't know if I'm comfortable entering into shorts from here because we've taken out draws of liquidity. Yes, I know I've said to myself, just do what market's giving me. So if that's what it gives me, I might, because that follows my whole plan. But I really just I gotta see how like it is, because I also think, like, you know, I'm not gonna take a trade if I'm not comfortable. You know what I'm saying? And I think that makes sense. If you don't even think, and you're not like certain in your own head that that's where price is gonna go, why even like take it? You know what I'm saying? Nearly 2026. How would I say this year is? Everyone says, and usually, I mean, I could have been in that position, but a lot of people are gonna say, you know, they wish they did this and that. They didn't start anything, and it's the same as last year. That happened to me for like 2 years or something. Then this year, at the start of this year, maybe a little bit later, maybe end of January. But I know I did it before even like 2025. So it was at like December or November. But I was very iffy at it. Yeah, but that's when I just fucking went, bro. That's when I like did the dopamine detox, changed my whole life. And that's what I'm gonna be probably like, that's my, like, if I'm gonna help someone change their life, the only way not the only way, but I think the best way to change your life is because I think success is just about mastering yourself, controlling yourself. Because if you can do that, you can literally do whatever you want. So my advice to anyone is gonna be do a dopamine detox for a week. And yes, don't expect to never go on TikTok again. It took me a whole year to do this. Like, I don't even go on TikTok anymore. It was a long journey to get rid of TikTok, but it happened. But my point is, like, you know, that you gotta be able to literally, no phone, no YouTube or anything, and it's literally just you. And I used to go like to the school or whatever, and I just sit there and just you and you. You're just talking to yourself. And then you start finding yourself, and it's a lot of people are hard. It's like hard to, whatever's. Stop the app. I gotta save the advice for later. For later, trust. This is looking. So, we might have a gap to work off after this close, but here is where things get juicy. So we're thinking of entering into shorts because we hit equilibrium, we're getting a reaction down. We never got the 1 minute break of structure back to the downside. We still could be shorts here, but we're gonna end up seeing. So either we make a gap here, retrace into that, and you know, get a reaction. We hit 79% fib. If, you know, whatever's, either we could just, you know, break structure and then go back into the gap, but if not, and we just end up hitting equilibrium and getting that reaction up, I'm canning this because that's like the last resort. And like, if that's what we're gonna work, that's part of my strategy. I'm gonna work off of that 79% fib because we just barely missed the break of structure. And if we can get a retrace into equilibrium and 1 minute break of structure back to the upside or something like that, dude, I'm gonna enter. Obviously, I'm gonna enter, bro. These are awesome, bro. Oh my gosh, so lucky. There's this guy that comes over and then bang, he just delivers us some crazy fruit. It's like a family friend. It's awesome. That's from my fridge. It's just stacked up with mangoes, apricots, mangoes. I said that. Cherries, kiwi fruit. But yeah, we'll see if we can hit equilibrium here. I do reckon it's longs though. I really do reckon it's longs. Like, we're gonna catch longs here. This could be like a retrace on the 15 minute, maybe even 30 minute. I don't know what it's doing. It could be, and we continue because these are now dead equal lows. So I can see us still continuing the trend. Like, I see it. But it really depends on, you know, how we go. I'm sticking to my rules. So if we can't end up hitting equilibrium or whatever, dude, not enter. Don't enter. Bro, I would hop on Rocket League right now if I had a PC. See what I mean? Bro, I'd hit a clip while in a trade. I'd be like, we're in locks. Let's see what happens after a game. And that's just cool. It's like a gamer trader. Ooh! New nickname. I'm letting the mentor in. Anyways. Come in. The mentor is here. See what bro wants to say. If bro says anything, ooh, nah. Alright, we're pretty late into market open. We're now like 38 minutes in, more nearly 40. Fuck. Yeah, so we might not be making a gap here. I just placed that, but if this gap would be nice to work off of. See what the 1 minute's doing. We did break structure. We haven't tapped into a gap. Whoa! Oh, I was wondering what he was eating. Do you guys hear that, guys? My hair's chopped without, like, what's it called? Texture powder? Never mind. Without texture powder, it's just like you cooked. Alright, well, you went even lower. So that's our gap there that we have to work off of on. We still could get the structure. Buddy. You haven't even been on the videos for ages. I'll let you back on to, you know, tell me some shit. Hey, buddy, let's talk it out. Arm longs, you're telling me shorts. We have a disagreement. What is your problem? I'm sorry, I'm not fucking shorts. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. What did I do? Yeah. That's fair. You see how he doesn't flinch? You know why? Because I'm not bad. I mean, I throw him over the fence. You know, I just fucking... That's because it's like being, like, you know, annoying. So, well, and sometimes I kick him. You know, sometimes I just fucking... Do it again. Alright, y'all. So, it's getting late. It's 8:06 p.m. This is when we, like, start packing up. You know, pack all the stuff up, get ready to kind of leave. Mic check, mic. But it's not looking like we're getting entries here. As you guys can tell, we're pretty now far up. Taking out some of this low resistance liquidity. We haven't taken out this high yet. Got very close to it, but we finally made a gap. And all these retraces, you know, this gap and stuff, we never pushed into it. We just kept going higher. We've pushed into this 5-minute gap. I'm now just waiting for us to break structure to the downside, you know, maybe hit equilibrium, and then get that break of structure back to the upside. Then I'm gonna feel comfortable entering, but if not, like, we just keep going up. I don't feel comfortable, even though this is just, it just doesn't even follow my plan. Like, we just filled in a 5-minute gap and then bang, just going up after that. Like, yeah, and now also considering now, yes, it still might just go take out all the way up here. And yes, that does happen. But also we might just take out this high right here, and then that's when we make a retrace, and my stop loss will most likely not be big enough for the retrace that it's gonna make, because as you can see here, 30 minutes pretty, you know, 30 minute needs to retrace. Hourly doesn't really need a retrace here, but there needs to be some kind of retrace, alright? It's on, yeah, like, that's what I'm kind of thinking. So I guess we'll end up seeing we can still get an entry. Alright, if we can't find a trade literally super soon, I'm gonna have to pack it up. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Yeah, usually I wouldn't upload a video like this, usually I would leave it, but I think this is a pretty good video. It's showing you guys, and it's showing me as well that I think I'm improving in this shit. I'm not entering no trade until this shit, you know, my strategy plays out. I mean, I'm not hitting fucking shit. Like, unless my, you know, thing decides to do its thing, I'm not doing it, because I'm not stupid. I'm not emotional anymore. I literally have no emotions trading. I'm now starting to feel like a robot. I am a robot. Alright, it's wraps, guys. let's say hypothetically I did enter, where would it be? It would be right here, and I would have entered on this close reaction, bang, right here. Hypothetically, stop loss is going to be at right here or something like that. Take profit up here. Let's see what happens. Market didn't end up giving me anything. Dang, we are shooting up like crazy. Hypothetically, we'd be up right now. I still reckon it's true. I mean, the hourly just is giving that like signal, like it's fucking, we're not retracing again. I don't know, who knows. But yeah, this is what the trade would have looked like. We would have caught 11 pips. Hopefully we would see. Dang, it's very late into market open. I would have probably, the ideal entry would be on this candle close, but whatever's. We'll see if there was any way I could prove it. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow for another trade. I'm gonna try vlog. Fuck, I really do gotta vlog. I'm not saying it. I'm just saying it. Like low-key, am I gonna vlog or what? See you boys tomorrow. Laters.